think last year when I watched the Ghosts POV horror movie, Ghost Story, I was kind of looking for movies similar to it, and I saw a movie called Good Boy was announced and coming out October 2025. And I didn't think it'd be as big as it ended up being. It felt like it was kind of snuck under the rug. It was obviously going to be on Shutter because Shutter is all about these smaller horror movies. And that first trailer came out for Good Boy, and everyone is so fucking excited for this movie. And thank God for that because this movie's so cute and so much fun, and the horror elements really aren't that bad. So I'm happy to say that Good Boy is a good movie. Indy is, I guess, easily the best performance in this movie. No one else really does much except for Shane Jensen, who plays Indy's owner. But uh, Indy is incredible. To have a dog that's not really just an acting dog and it's just the dog of the director to do. I don't know, it just feels so insane. I don't know how to describe it. Like, how do you even talk about an animal's acting? It feels like a person in CG reacting the way a dog would. Like the Indy does a really good job at reacting to things. When it's sleeping and then wakes up out of fear, you can feel like the jump out of it. Its curiosity on its face as it's peeking its head around corners and seeing figures in the distance. Everything about Indy's performance is really solid, and I'm kind of surprised I'm even saying this. I knew going into this the dog was probably going to do pretty well, but Indy did amazing. Like genuinely really good job from Indy. Movie wise, this really isn't too bad. This wasn't the route I expected. I never got to watch a trailer. I just been like hyping myself up for the past year and a few months, and I mean, I thought it was gonna be like a ghost movie, like something like The Conjuring or um even something like I don't even know. I guess like Conjuring's like modern ghost movies. I thought it was gonna be something like that, except we get everything from the ghost point of view. But instead, it was just a pretty subtle, slowish ghost movie that's not really doing something crazy every 3 seconds, or it just felt like a normal ghost movie. And the dog's perspective about it was actually pretty fun. The way they do the silhouettes and shadows in this movie are absolutely amazing. I was really worried considering this was low budget. A lot of the ghost stuff was gonna look bad, and I think in a few scenes it does. Specifically, the candle scene towards the end of the movie, where the candles are being blown out, and uh, Indy and her owner and his owner are sitting next to the bed, and you get like a glimpse of something, and it just looks like really bad green screen. But everything else in this movie looks really, really good and creepy. I mean, every single silhouette, even you get the first one you get when Indy's in the car and she's looking out the back, he's looking out the back window. Uh, every single shadow throughout the house peeking around the corners, the the silhouettes and figures throughout the forest, and they're even like tricking you throughout the movie, making you seem like something's there. Like when they do the first house tour, and Indian and her owner, her Jesus Christ, Indy and his owner are going through the house. You have like jackets that look like creepy figures, weird shadows that are just reflecting off like a TV or a hanger, looking like a big human creature thing. Everything was really good horror wise. I just think maybe the movie doesn't do enough. I do think this is still a pretty great movie for the concept it is and for how short it is. This is only what 73 minutes if I remember correctly. And for being as short as it was, I think we got what we could have out of it, but if this was a longer movie, we could have got way more, especially with all the weird backstory about his father and how the whole house has been haunted for decades and ages of their family. I wish we got more of that. The ending was a bit lackluster, but I do like that they bait you into thinking that the movie's gonna end when Indy goes into the cave following his owner, and it just sits there for like a good 30 seconds, and you're like, the credits are about to roll, and Indy's dead, isn't he? and he pulls out his owner, which was pretty great. But I don't know. I think the ending just felt like there was a lot to desire. It just felt like it just happened, and then the movie ended, which I don't know. I just wish we could have got more. I think a lot of the horror stuff in this was really great. We just didn't get enough of it towards the end. I just didn't think a weird catacomb under a house was creepy enough. I don't know. The mud people, mud mud person is really cool. People seem not to like it. I think it's actually pretty good looking, but I think a lot of this movie just relies on the silhouette shadows and of course Indy's performance, which is absolutely absurd. I'm gonna give Good Boy a 7 out of 10 for now. I don't see it being any lower, but maybe on a good day it could be an 8. I think this movie is very cute. I mean, if it wasn't cute, this movie probably wouldn't be as good. Indy is so adorable. Every single scene he's in is just like it's like this dog was trained its entire life to be a dog actor, which is hilarious. Very precious dog. Pretty creepy movie. Just wish there was way more. Like at least make this movie an hour and 40 or even an hour and a half. Like 7 more minutes would have done this movie. Oh no, it wasn't even near an hour and a half. 17 more minutes of this movie would have made this movie probably fantastic, but I don't know, just a lot to be desired. But if you haven't seen Good Boy, it's really cute, it's really fun, and it's a bit creepy. One of the more solid horror movies of the year.